feel so powerful in these hot sauce gloves. I'm so ready for tonight's show. God.
What are you doing, Bo?
Ah. Whew. Jason? We'll see if he wakes up later.
Dance like the moves that you're doing on purpose. Sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you. Pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
That's it. Yes, welcome to the show Later with Jason Suel. So glad you're tuned in. Leo, Asher, Jesse, you guys sound great.
These guys, let's hit the beach.
Let's hit the beach. Well, you know what? It is, I think spring is here, man.
Close enough.
We're really close,
us.
yeah.
It could snow tomorrow. I don't know. It could tornado at any second. The world is a crazy place.
That is one of the things that is interesting about Arkansas, because springtime, I love to get out. And Northwest Arkansas, we've got so many amenities. You can go out to a museum. You can hit the trails. You can go mountain climbing. You can go, you know, the world's your oyster.
We're spoiled.
But you never know when a tornado is going to pop up,
Yeah.
or a hailstorm.
You don't.
Torrential
If you don't
downpour.
like the weather, just wait till tomorrow.
I know. That's it. That's us
My
here.
least favorite bumper sticker.
Oh.
Right alongside mosquito is the state bird.
State bird,
Like, that's
totally.
49 states out of the union.
Absolutely.
Except for Alaska. I think it's the only one that's like, what's a mosquito?
Well, other than the weather, what are you looking forward to this spring?
Man, I don't know. Just everything. Like, you know, spring is just so much fun. It's just like getting into the dreadful summer heat.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, it's like, I'm reminded of all the things I like about warm weather, but then it's just comfortable enough.
It's comfortable enough,
Yeah.
right? It's
Until you get miserable and go, why did I ask for this?
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. I agree. Well, speaking of comfortable enough, maybe our show is comfortable enough for you to stick around, because we got a great episode lined up. Check it out. We've got boxer Calvin Hot Sauce Henderson joining us on the
Sounds
show.
spicy.
I know, it does sound spicy. I'm just interested to see what he's going to do with us.
He's going to punch you in the face.
He might knock me out. It's true. We've got the amazing band Foggy Bobcat on the show. Fayette Tunes, a program here at Fayetteville Public Television. We're giving us one of their music videos, so I'm excited to hear them.
Cool.
And then, I don't know what's happening. It's all under wraps down there at the chef's table. We've got Matt Eiler and Justice Mall joining us. Guys, what are you doing for us today down there?
Actually, it's going to be a surprise. We're doing a blind tasting where you and Bo are going to guess what you're eating.
Guess what we're eating?
It's probably like rocks and dirt.
I know.
And they're going to go, psych.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roaches
Do people
and worms.
still say psych? Is that like a thing? Am I showing
you know,
my age? Oh.
Probably not. Probably we do, and that's okay.
Yes.
Absolutely. And it's okay for you to stick around, because all that fun is happening later. Here at Later with Jason Suel, we've been looking for a way to increase our social media presence and basically our marketing all around. So we reached out to a local marketing company called Marketing Near Me. They've got a great team over there. We were excited to meet with them to learn more, but the initial thing that Erica mentioned to us is that we would meet with her for 3 hours. And we were like, what are we gonna do for 3 full hours? But you know what? 3 hours went by like that, in a flash. They had us drawing out our visions and our dreams, and not just drawing them out on pieces of paper, but up on their windows. We were using colored markers to distinguish different parts of the story of the show Later with Jason Suel. And it was a very fun way to think about our marketing strategy, think about what we do well and what we can do better. And I think that that's what pros like Marketing Near Me really offer the Northwest Arkansas community.
So heading into our 9th season, we realized that we needed fresh eyes on our marketing approach. We were so focused on producing the show and about community connections and all that sort of stuff, but we needed someone to help us understand how to share ourselves with a wider audience. It was amazing how they immediately helped us define our box, get out of our box, and then start looking at things with a new, fresh perspective.
You've got Kevin. He's down to brass tacks. He wants to get to the numbers. He loves numbers. He loves diving into who's watching our show, the viewership, all that kind of stuff. Then you have on the other side of the spectrum, you've got Erica. And Erica is this creative personality. She's the creative director, and she has a lot of vision. So it was I feel like it was a fun afternoon to have your feet in both camps. You know, you never felt really settled into one thing. If the numbers started to get a little bit much, you get a little bit bored with that. Right after that, you were, shooting darts at something else.
The combination of the business approach and the creative approach is a really unique hybrid. That's something that I personally enjoy, is bringing the business world and the creative world together. And Marketing Near Me did this in a really amazing way. They had incredible business savvy and experience and insight, but then also had a really creative approach and methodology. So those two worlds collided in a really wonderful way. And I'd say that is definitely a strong part of what Marketing Near Me does.
I would encourage anyone thinking about rethinking your marketing strategy, you want to look to Marketing Near Me, because they do it like nobody else that I know. And it was really fun. 3 hours, like I said, 3 hours went by in a flash. We had a lot of fun. We learned a lot about ourselves, and we can't wait to see where this relationship goes. Marketing Near Me is doing some great work here in Northwest Arkansas.
We want to thank Marketing Near Me for their help and for that wonderful afternoon together, and we want to encourage everyone to think about their marketing and then consider Marketing Near Me as a great solution to help you get out of your box.
Yes, everybody, welcome back. We've got Hot Sauce Calvin Henderson joining us. Hey, man, thanks for joining us. I don't even know how to put this on or get it off.
You keep it on. It's part of you.
So these are 10 ounces, you said.
Yes, sir.
And what do they go up to?
They go all the way up to 20 ounces. And so these are typically what a professional fighter would fight in.
Yeah.
As long as you weigh more, I believe, 147 and up.
Yeah.
And then below that is 8 ounces.
Wow.
Yeah, we train heavier though, so I train between 16 and 20 ounces at the gym.
And you said you call these murder
I
weapons?
call them the murder weapons.
Is that like when you put a roll of quarters in there? Bow!
Nah, these are my quarters right here. These are my quarters.
So you're a professional boxer.
Yes, sir.
You live right here in Northwest Arkansas, but you travel all over, and people come to Northwest Arkansas also to face you, right?
Correct, yes, sir.
How long have you been doing this?
So I've been boxing since I was a wee lad. No, 15 years old.
That is
Yes, sir.
young.
Yeah, I started amateur boxing, of course. I had over 70 amateur fights. Fought for Team USA. I was ranked number 4 in the country at the time. Fought in international competition. It was gearing up for the 2016 Olympics.
Yeah.
And during the Olympic trial qualifier, I received a headbutt and got kind of nicked up, and so I had to, get out the tournament. So shortly after that, I turned professional, and I've been kicking butt ever since.
Yeah, you have.
Yes, sir.
And you have a gym here where you train, but you also train others, right?
Correct, yes sir. So Straight Right Boxing and Fitness. It's the second location here in Springdale, Arkansas, and we train soccer moms, soccer dads, cats, dogs, horses,
Co-hosts.
whatever. We train them in,
Co-hosts,
co-hosts. Yeah.
yes.
And you come in and we get you. We typically take people who've never boxed before ever,
Right.
And we get them to learn the basics, and eventually end up becoming huge fans of boxing and huge fans of house shows too.
What's something you hear from these folks who come and train with you? I'm just curious as to their reactions. Maybe they haven't ever stepped foot in a ring before.
The biggest thing that I see is how much thought goes into the boxing from people. They have no idea. They think it's two cavemen in the ring just kind of throwing punches at each other, but they see the technique and then the actual thought process of the footwork and the defense and understanding where punches coming from, how to defend them. Their mind is blown. I get clients all the time that go home and watch Batman, right, and go like, Batman didn't do this, boxing move or that.
Yes.
And so it's kind of cool and interesting to hear that.
That is interesting because you would watch everything through a different lens,
A
right?
whole different lens,
perspective.
correct, yes sir.
And we were talking before we got started about how you came to Northwest Arkansas music program at the University of Arkansas. You're a drummer.
Yes, sir. Percussionist. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I actually got my music education degree in 2012 from the University of Arkansas.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank
I know.
you so
I mean,
much.
that's huge.
Now he's just playing the drums on people's chins.
That's right. Yeah. But it is kind of about that rhythm, right? I mean, if that syncopation of playing the drums, does that cross over into what you do in the ring?
Everything we do becomes footwork. We go to hitting the speed back and the heavy back, hitting the mitts and the pads. It all go back to rhythm and going back to just understanding basic rhythm and syncopation, as you just mentioned.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And really, it's a sport, right? I mean, I know that you're beating up on each other.
Correct.
But there's more to it, like you said, than just a couple guys in the ring. What else goes into preparing for a match for yourself?
And so, like you just said, it is a sport. And so people think the boxers are just kind of mean, angry people walking around the earth, right? And we're not that at all. And so it's like a job. I can clock into my job at any point in time. And so I go into that job. I'm not necessarily mad at you when I hit you in your face.
Right.
It's my job to hit you in the face.
Right.
And I'm very good at that. And I do my job. And so what goes into that is not just the training part. It's more so mental than it is physical, especially when you come to sacrificing like with your diet.
Right.
For me, that's the hardest thing because you got to cut weight for every fight and say discipline, not go partying, not go hanging out, and not doing this and that. That's the hardest part when it comes to professional boxing.
Absolutely. And you train all the time. So if you're not in the ring, you're out. I mean, we were talking about you run, you probably weight train, you do comprehensive training.
Correct. Swimming, lifting, boxing, anything you can do with other sport, get ready for boxing is part of boxing.
Now, I know for us, for me and Bo on this show, whenever the lights come on, we kind of become different people, different versions of ourselves. How true is that for you? Because right now, you're gentle. We're just chatting, we're hanging out, we're having laughs. It's
That's
fun.
a cool part.
Yeah, I want to find out how to not clock you in. You know what I'm
Exactly
saying?
how it goes too. Once I clock in, I become the a-hole, right?
Right,
And so,
yeah.
and it's like I said, it's part of my gig. And like kids see it all the time. We got a lot of youth at the gym too.
Sure.
And they see me outside teaching classes, laughing, cracking jokes, slapping five. But then as soon as I step between those ropes, it's game time. I'm not trying to hurt you.
Right.
Yeah. Because potentially you're taking food out of my kid's mouth, and you don't do that.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
So it's real. It's real.
So do you work with youth as well as adults?
I work with everybody. Yes, sir. Everybody. People who want to box competitive. People who just want to get in shape. People who want to just have something other than lifting weights. We're there for them all.
And how can people reach out to you? Our viewers right now, maybe they want to try it out for the first
Definitely.
time.
Straight Red Boxing and Fitness, 2 locations, Little Rock and in Springdale. You can follow me on Instagram on Calvin with the K, Kalvin Henderson. Also on Facebook and Twitter. Hit me up. We'll change your life.
Change your life. Life changing right here on Later with Jason. So, Bo, do you feel like your life's changed right now?
I'm going to hit him up on Twitter. His buddy of mine, we have a mutual friend, Bernard, and he's been trying to get me in the gym for a long
Big
time. I
smooth.
keep telling him I'm too fat and out of shape, but he's going to change that. So
No,
maybe
that's
I'll
what
give you a
we
call.
do here. That's what we do. Yeah, we come here to get you in shape, to get in shape.
I love that. Calvin, thanks for taking time to
Thanks
visit
so
with
much,
us,
big
man.
dog.
And best of luck on your career. I know you got some potential big time matches coming up in
yes, sir.
2022.
Yes, sir. So I'm 15-1 right now with 11 knockouts. And we got some potential really big news coming up. Hopefully it comes fruition, but we'll see. Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. That's a tease right there. And we hope you stay tuned. Also, stick around. We got more fun happening later.
Our musical guest brought to you by Walton Arts Center. Walton Arts Center, presenting the West Street Live series.
Golden boys coming down, coming down. Pretty brain matter, happily ever after, doesn't seem to come much these days. Tossed in the scatter, lost in the chatter, baggage that won't go away. Pretty brain matter, happily ever after, doesn't seem to come much these days. Tossed in the scatter, lost in the chatter, baggage that won't go away. And I didn't notice from the start you give me problems. Didn't notice from the start you bring me pain. Didn't notice from the start you give me problems. And we're heavy on my brain. I ain't the same no more. Yes, I have changed, my Lord. But don't worry none, happily ever after. And I didn't notice from the start you give me problems. Didn't notice from the start you bring me pain. Didn't notice from the start you give me problems. And we're heavy on my brain. I ain't the same. No, no. Yes, I have changed my load. But don't worry none. It's all better now. 'Cause the golden boy's coming back down. The golden boy's coming back down. Yeah, the golden boy's coming back down. Back down. The golden boy's coming 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 back down. 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 Down.
Thanks for sticking around. Later with Jason Suel. Glad you're tuned in. We're down here at the chef's table. We've got 2 chefs today. Count them. 2 chefs. Chef Matt, Chef Justice. Thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Now, we set this up earlier in the show. We have no idea what we're going to be tasting here in a moment. But before we get to that,
Smells like a steel bowl.
maybe that's what it is.
I don't know.
This is
Yeah, thank you.
kind of in conjunction with an event you're doing at the library. Can you fill us in on that?
Yes, April 9th, we're going to have an event at the public library at the new expansion called Dining in the Dark. So what Dining in the Dark is a kind of experience for sensories. All the patrons are led in blindfolded. They don't know the menu. They don't know what they're eating. They kind of just guess, and it enhances your smell, your taste, your texture. You get to guess with the people at your table, and it's really interactive and
That sounds fun.
pretty
Yeah.
unique experience. Yeah.
You've done this quite a few times. I feel like
Yeah,
when I think of dining in the dark, I think of Chef Justice Small.
It's like they shut my power off, but it's an adventure.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You have done this a few times.
This has
haven't
been a thing I've been doing for the last about 10 years now.
you? Yeah, very cool.
It's always a fun event, and yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you've got stuff going on at the library already, because I know that
The Commons is open.
Commons is
Everybody's
open.
eating there.
The kitchen is open. Tell us about that.
The deli is now open. We have started a few classes with the teens and adolescent children's.
Future Chefs of America.
We've been doing dog treats, fry bread, all kinds of fun little classes.
Yeah.
And with that 100,000 square foot expansion space, we can do quite a bit in there.
It's huge. You walk in and there's just so many overwhelming places to go in the library, and now the culinary side is just now really starting to take shape, and people are using it a lot. It's pretty cool.
I think it's really cool, and let's get at it. What do we need to do? We're gonna blindfold.
Oh yeah, we actually Matt and I bought some blindfolds for you guys.
Great.
Can I get
Give
like
us
a
the
pink
honors?
furry one?
Give the honors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, yeah, slip it on. Let's do it.
All right. I hope.
This little word.
Are we
There we
gonna
go.
get handcuffed too?
No, that's later.
Okay.
That's after dinner.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
so we'll go ahead and help you guys out here.
What?
Matt, if you want, just keep your hands out like that. Nothing weird.
Like this.
All right, here you go.
Okay.
And you guys go ahead and
And
just
one for
dig
you.
on in.
Yes. Okay.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers. I have no idea what this is.
All right.
Nailed it.
Oh.
So the idea is just really kind of focus on the flavors of it, the texture, maybe the different layers. Kind of new experience when you don't see the food beforehand. So what do we think?
Is there like some pickled daikon in there?
It's delicious.
Or a radish, a pickled radish of some sort?
I am picking up on that. Yeah, a little bit of
That's
a
really
pickle
good.
flavor.
Maybe a little bit of, cilantro maybe? I don't know what the shell is made of, but It's got a very...
The shell, yeah.
The shell
You
has
guys
kind
are
of got
doing very well.
a chewiness
It's like a-
to it that's interesting. Is there shrimp in there, maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know,
I
there's a
agree.
lot of textures.
You know your palate, Bo, but I agree with everything you're saying.
Very
I think it does
impressive,
taste like that.
Yeah, the only thing that's stumping me is that shell. Like, I can't quite figure out what that's made of.
That's something with the dinners too. We
It's
always
like
have
an
some
egg roll
curveballs in there.
shell to me.
Maybe. I don't know about that, Jason. But, okay, do we have to do another one, or do we get a reveal?
That was it.
All right,
You
all right.
Take your blindfolds off and you can see.
Well, that was delicious. All right, we get to see what it is.
Yeah, Chef Matt will tell you the
Oh, look at
rundown.
that. What is this?
It looks
So-
like kimchi.
It's kimchi. It is a fried mortadella bowl with kimchi, hot honey, a little bit of shredded apple, and cilantro.
Gotcha.
And delicious. Absolutely
Interesting.
delicious.
So yeah, the umami, like I was thinking shrimp, but it was just the umami
Oh,
from
you
the
kinda get that with the
kimchi.
kimchi
Yeah,
too, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
What
very
was?
good.
Would you say it was like a? It's like a hot sauce.
It's one of our sauces at the deli. It's the hot honey.
Hot honey. Man, that's good.
That's really awesome.
Everything's hot on the show today. We got these things. We got Calvin Hot Sauce Henderson.
It tastes
It's all
even
happening.
better with my eyes open.
Yeah, and you got to check out what's happening with the culinary programming there at Fayetteville Public Library. Chef Justice, Chef Matt, thank you so much for joining us and treating us to, something we didn't even know we were going to get.
We put our trust into you.
We did.
Our lives are on the line.
We hope you'll put your trust into us. Stay with us. We got more fun happening later. Yes, everybody, thanks for tuning in. That's our show. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms. You can send us an email over at laterwithjasonsuel.com. And before we leave, we got to thank our guests, including Calvin Hot Sauce Henderson.
And of course, chefs Matt and Justice for bringing this crazy experiment of flavors for us.
Absolutely. And how about that Fayette Tunes video from Foggy Bobcat? That's our show. We'll see you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
Let's try.